Welcome to Rich Keys channel, where we unlock wealth one candle at a time. Here, charts don't lie and neither do we.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. The information provided on this channel is for informational and demonstration purposes only and should not be considered as personalized financial, investment, or trading advice.
Welcome back, traders. Today is Sunday time now. It's about 1:21 p.m. New York time. Today is July 20th, 2025, and I usually do this every weekend. Usually I do analysis on Saturdays, but I'm going to shift this Bitcoin and crypto analysis to a Sunday, as between Saturday and Sunday, the charts do sometimes change significantly, and it sometimes may put my analysis a little bit in question. With that out of the way, let's get into the charts right away, see what we can figure out together. So last week, when we had this, I said there was an unconfirmed divergence on MACD, RSI, and money flow index on this bullish candlestick. And I do remember saying that we assume the bullish strength of this candlestick until we get a confirmation. Therefore, we did move higher last week, all the way to a high of 120. I think 123, 231 was a high. Yeah, we didn't quite get to my target of 124, 105. Doesn't mean we will not get there. It just says that, market is taking some profits, a breather, a pullback, whatever you want to call it. But at least the bullish, the divergence that we did spot last week, which was unconfirmed, did make itself into a nice pullback in this particular week, where we did hit a high of 123, 231, but we also did pull back all the way back down to about 115. We didn't quite get to my target of 114, but I would say that 115.9, 114 was close enough. Doesn't negate the fact that I was expecting a pullback in the coming week. So it's a new week, and let's see what this setup is going to take us to. So on this setup, I'm not super bullish on Bitcoin yet. It doesn't mean that this candle cannot close with a green doji, and if we do close with a green doji, you could expect us to grind higher in the next coming week with the first initial target that I have on my chart. It's somewhere around the 125, 124 to 125,000. And yeah, I think the 130 is a stretch from where we are now. Bitcoin can move in crazy ways, but I think 135 is a stretch at the moment. The close of this candle is the deciding factor. So everything that I'm analyzing today will be based on the close of this candle. And I would step down to the daily chart. Okay, daily chart briefly, and then I'll go to the 4 hours where I'm tracking this to see what happens. Now, on the daily setup, we do have a strong shooting star on here. This is a strong shooting star. It's confirmed when we did close below the base of the shooting star. That's a confirmation of the shooting star. Now, the question that I have on Bitcoin currently is, has this shooting star finished its pullback, which is what brought us down to the 115? You know, um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the pullback is over. I'm not sure at all. We could probably do a little bit more consolidation sideways, because until we close also below this confirmation candle that we printed here on Tuesday, July 15th, right? When we do get any candle that opens and closes below here, that is when I would say that maybe if we do find support after that candle, I would call the move down over, and we'll be ready to sling up again. But other than that, I think potentially this is trapped in a sideways consolidation. And when I step down to the 4 hours, it's a very nice setup that I'm looking at here, with all kinds of opportunities if we are able to decode this correctly. So first of all, this is the high that gave us the shooting star, came all the way down here, and we've made a lower high here. and form into a triangle again. We forming another uh, bullish pennant triangle, and I call it bullish pennant because this triangle originated from this base here somewhere around July 7th when we made this strong move up to the all-time super high of 123,231. So this is the pole of that flag, and we've been consolidating in this triangle ever since. Now, at some point, I'm watching and I'm tracking this, so my assessment on BTC now, I'd say I'm sideways until I get a confirmation. And when I get a confirmation, and need be, I'll make another video. But if not, let's just take this for the now. We stuck in this triangle right here. Okay, at some point, we're going to open and close outside one of these triangular sections, and if we do close above here, if we do get a nice close above here, then of course this has a target of about, I think, 135. So then we'll be going much, much, much higher based on this structure alone. If we do break below here, then this is technically forming a bigger correction of a 3 point wave, where this is wave A, wave B, and I'm expecting wave C to come either to this level of 114. Let's not forget, I told you that there is a CME gap at this level, and that's why I have it on my chart. To close that gap on the CME chart, possible. We might find support also on this 4-hour 200 moving average, or we might come to the previous high that we just broke out of, which was the 110. So all these areas are magnetic areas that if we do break below the 50 period average on this 4 hours, you could expect price to come within any zone within this place. We're either going to come into this zone and find support, or we might find support on the 200 on the 4-hour setup, or we might come to the 110 level to find support. Uh, when that occurs, we'll be able to assess and be able to make informed decision. But as we speak today, as we speak at this hour, there is nothing telling us we either to the upside or to the downside, except for the fact that if you go up also on the weekly chart, we are still strongly in an uptrend. I mean, the uptrend is still intact. I'm not uh, seeing any strong reversals on this weekly setup. On the daily, the only one that I showed you is the shooting star right here. That's a reversal candle, and that is still ruling the party as far as my analysis that I do is concerned. This shooting star here is ruling the party until we are able to get a candle that opens and closes above the close of this shooting star. We trapped. Okay, this is a trap right here. In other words, if you bought at 123 and said, hey, this thing is going to 200,000, so I'm buying, kudos, good luck to you. I'm a trader, and I don't invest on Bitcoin. If I see opportunity, I take it. So take my analysis with a little bit of a grain of salt. I'm not Michael Saylor. I'm not buying to $500,000. Neither am I BlackRock. I'm just looking for tradable opportunities. So my setup here is based on the fact that if we do get any candle on this daily setup here, and we could get one. It's not impossible. If we do get any candle that closes above 120, that will give me a confirmation that this rejection of candle, this rejection of value, is now overpowered and will be grinding higher comfortably. Until then, I'm staying neutral on Bitcoin. Potentially, we could come break this 9 period average on the daily. And if we do break this 9 period average, moving average on the daily, then my target zone of 114 is in sight. But other than that, I expect us to go sideways until, like I was showing you on the 4 hours, a decision is made between bulls and bears battling this area. Based on the other setups that I have looked at, that supports potentially that will come and break below the 50 is the fact that when we made this candle on July 16th on the daily chart, okay, right here, I think right here, July 15th, all right. So this candle here is still ruling the bearish sentiment. And as you can see, ever since we printed this candle, we haven't been able to close above it. And that's why I'm saying if we're able to go above this candle, 119,865, candle open and close here, please don't stay short. You might lose a lot of money because then the higher targets are in view. And there's a lot of higher targets on Bitcoin currently as we look. We have 125 target, we have 131 target, we have 135 target, we have 137 target. We do have 141 target for the FIB 618 level, and we do have a blue flag target on the daily, because as I was showing you on the daily chart, there is a blue flag on there. We haven't got to the blue flag target. That is at 146,000. So all these targets are very bullish targets. But like I said, I'm not an investor. I'm a trader. So I do know of these targets. And however, I trade on a daily and a weekly setup and what it presents. So this is my analysis on Bitcoin for this coming week. Trade cautiously. I wish everyone buying Bitcoin the very best. I wish those who are also selling the very best. I'm staying neutral as we are still in this 4 hour triangle. And once we break out of this triangle, I'll take my positions. For now, if I'll trade, I'm nibbling on the 1 hour and the maybe 15 minute chart time frame. Nothing set in stone. I wish everyone the best of trading the coming week on Bitcoin and crypto. Cheers.